Are you looking for a podcast about cocking your punches?
Well, then you must be thinking of another podcast.
Good evening, Kelsey.
Good evening, Robert.
How are you today?
Thirsty, how are you?
I could be thirsty. Good. Let's get into it.
You
What
gonna crack into this?
Yeah.
I'm cracking something open.
A what?
What do I have?
A Heine? You got a Heineken seltzer? What is this?
This is just a straight up beer.
No,
with
it's not.
Zero
Really?
alcohol. It's a no alcohol beer. Heineken
Gross.
0.0. This is not sponsored
Why?
in any way. Because I was at...
Do you like beers?
I like beer a lot, dude, and I have missed beer for 9 years because I haven't been drinking. But I was at a soccer game at FC Dallas, and they're like sponsored by Heineken 0.0, I guess, because every single time they have a advertisement, it's like Heineken 0.0, come drink it, it's delicious. And I was like,
It's
I'm
called
gonna try it.
0.0?
Yeah, it's because I don't know,
Okay.
it's 0.0, but yeah,
Oh.
they call it Heineken 0.0.
Okay.
And I have missed the taste of beer for my entire sober life. So I'm like waiting for like the perfect non-alcoholic beer to come along, but I never want to try them because I don't know, part of me is scared for some reason. But so I decided, I'm like, I'm going to try one. You know, it's hot outside. I deserve a beer. I deserve a treat. And I bought one at the stadium for $8 because that's how much a stadium beer costs.
Of course.
And I was like, that's pretty fucking good. Tastes like liquid bread. So,
I
mean,
never would have guessed that about you.
that I love
'Cause,
beer.
like, yeah, like I haven't also had beer in a long time, but I also 0% miss it.
Really?
I don't give a shit about beer. I only ever drank it socially in the first place. Like I would never have one on my own.
Like you have to find a good one, you know? Like we had some good beers when we were in college, but I mean, this
No.
one, it's aight. It's a beer, you know, it smells like beer, it tastes like beer. I want to see if there are more better non-alcoholic beers in this
Barney
wide
Gumble,
world.
the best one.
Which one?
That's a Simpsons character.
Oh.
You said I want to find good alcoholics, and I was like,
Yeah.
Barney Gumble. That's the best one you'll find.
Yes.
No, I'll never I don't ever crave the taste of that. The
I
only
love
reason
beer.
I ever want one is just if like we're all gonna be having one because I even told Taylor one day, it was like, if I were going to do like my drug of choice, it would be alcohol, and I would do like 1 to 2 beers because that's like my perfect buzz, like loosen up level.
Yeah.
And then I would be good. Like I like that feeling when like you get just a little loose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I never sit here and go like, I gotta get loose, man. You know, like I don't ever think
Right.
about it that way. And the only
good.
beer I like now, you already know, I'm a Guinness man
KCCO?
now.
Oh yeah, you're a Guinness
No.
man.
Oh yeah.
Do you
No.
remember
That
KCCO
shit-
beers?
Yeah, and it was fucking gross. I'm not gonna lie, it was so fucking shittily gross.
Man, the way I remember them,
I
they were
hated
delightful.
them. I hated them
You
so much.
bought them all the time.
To be cool with Chive, and I didn't really like them, and I drank them socially,
Oh
but that
my
was
god.
it. The last time I had one, it was on tap at a bar that I went to, and I got this gigantic fucking like pint of it, right?
Yeah.
Like some big old glass, and it was so bad, and I just like turned to. I was there with, I think Ferdin and Laura. Do you remember Laura?
Yeah.
I was like, Laura, will you just fucking drink this? She was like, fuck yeah, and she just like downed it, and I was like, thank God I can get something new now, and I moved on with my life, and I never went back.
Yeah. I don't know. I've missed beer for the last 9 years. I've just been like, man, I'd love to just unwind with the cold one right now, but never had the ability to.
That's just me with this one.
You and
I
your Peps.
literally only crave the Peps, man.
Yeah.
Like, if there was a beverage like that, it's this one. That's it.
See, I love Diet Coke in that way. That's my unwind beverage, and I would drink it heartily for the rest of my life. But there's all
Yeah.
these studies coming out like Diet Coke will give you cancer and murder you in your sleep. So, trying to not have as much Diet Cokes.
Well,
But
just remember. So what is it? So there's the blue one and the pink one. So there's aspartame and then sweet and low, right?
uh-huh.
Is the blue one aspartame?
I don't know, but aspartame is the one that's supposed to kill you.
I think it's all that, but I just remember there's the blue packet and the pink packet. The pink packet gives you Alzheimer's.
Oh my
but
god.
the blue packet gives you the cancer. So you were supposed to put one of each in there because then when you get the cancer, you don't remember.
There you go.
That's
It's
what
like
I
the
always
new-
heard growing up.
It's the new version of the Matrix. Do you want the pink packet or the blue
I know.
packet?
Then they did the yellow one, which is Splenda, and Splenda is hands down my bottom pick. I hate Splenda with a passion.
I literally would never
So gross.
in my life take one of those packets and put it in a beverage, but I will drink Diet Coke. I will chug it. I would have 32 ounces a day if nobody stopped me.
Yeah. That's what I've been doing with these peppers lately.
God.
Like, I've been doing one at 2 o'clock in the middle of the day to get through the day, right?
You didn't do your 10 o'clock. You've already messed it up.
Yeah, 10. I'm sorry. 10
Who
o'clock is a
waking
little
up?
early.
Yeah, you can't
For-
have a soda
for Pepin', man.
pre-noon.
Yeah, like, that feels bad in my soul.
Yeah.
It's coffee, water, then pepper, right?
Okay.
So I do a pepper at 2, and then I usually do one right after work. And then if I drink that one fast enough, because I don't drink these very fast. Like, for
You
me to
savor a
finish a
pepper.
can, I do savor a pepper. It takes me like 2 or more hours to get through a can. I
That is
sip
a
them
lot
for a
of
while.
time.
Because I'm not just down on them, man. But if that one after work goes a little fast, I will have a third maybe.
Okay.
But I haven't been doing that lately.
Hmm.
Or if I'm going to stay up and play a game, I'm like, I'm going to have treat myself to a pepper. Why not?
Treat myself.
And I ain't been
Deserve
doing
it.
that, so
Why shouldn't I have a pepper?
why shouldn't I? That's kind of been my thought. I'm like, why the fuck not? It's my fucking
Aliens
peppers.
are here. We're all fucking dying. Let's drink up, baby.
Yeah, give me my fucking pepper, man. What else I got going on?
Yeah, I'm just excited to have this in my life. I don't know. I miss the taste of all alcohol, to be honest. Like, I miss
Really?
drinking whiskey. I miss wine. I miss all of it. Every day of my life, I think about it, which is why I can't have it. So,
I did not know that. Like, I
Yeah.
never would have thought that. Because
Yeah.
I think about alcohol, never.
I have
I
tried
never
several
think about it.
like substitutes. Like, they have fucking non-alcoholic spirits, and it's just basically like juniper berries and water.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do anything for me. I would love to find a really good non-alcoholic wine. If somebody could hook me up with that, sponsor
Okay.
me, please. And if I could find a beer that's better than this Heineken 00, I would be very happy. Because this just tastes like the memory of beer. You know, this smells like a Coors.
So it's the La Croix of beer. Somebody poured you a drink and went, "Hey, you remember beer?" As they like walk away from you.
No, it tastes like when you think of beer, this is what that tastes like.
No, I totally like mine better. They straight up go like, "Hey, do you remember beer?" And they just fucking walk by. Plus, I know you're so into like the vocals or some sound fading away in the background. So,
Uh,
well, shit. Let me see if I can make this work for you because I would love for you to have a Guinness Black with me.
yeah, I would love that too.
But I
If they
need
have
to
a
get the
non-alcoholic
ingredients.
Guinness, dude.
I need the ingredients because you can only get one of the ingredients from England. Like you
Well,
can't buy it here, so I have to
gotta
get it off
fucking
of
shipped over.
Amazon. Let me see.
Let's both start a little Googling here. Non-alcoholic.
Can I tell you how into Guinness I was when I got back from England? I was gonna buy their official spoon.
I know
where
you were so
because,
into
like,
it.
You're supposed to pour it against the spoon to make the perfect top. Like all this shit. I was so about Guinness.
I have good news for you. They have Guinness 00. I guess that's just how they call the non-alcoholic beers. It's 0.0.
You know what?
Rich and creamy with a velvety finish, but no alcohol.
I will find us one because I would like to try. Let's you and I have one of these at the next mom night.
Fuck yes.
I would totally have one of these with you.
Let's have a
Just to try
podcast
it.
movement.
Oh yeah, let's fucking get some there. Why not?
I'm so
Plus-
excited. This world is
Plus,
open
we
for
can
me.
just leave it outside because it's going to be in Denver.
Oh my
It'll
God,
just be
yeah.
ice cold by itself.
I hope it's cold in Denver. I'm so tired.
Patio beer. Oh yeah, my beer I left on the patio last night. It's perfect
Yeah.
tip. That's a cool looking bottle too.
The Guinness?
Yeah, do I really have to put my thing in here? Or a can, I should say, because it comes in a can because it's got nitrogen in it
Yeah.
to make the
Fuck
top and all
yeah.
that stuff. And you got to do a hard pour, man. There's a whole way you
Gotta
pour
have the
these.
hard pour. Remember when I hard poured a Pepsi all over my fucking keyboard?
Yeah. Dude, that's a cool looking can.
Yeah, it is.
I like it. Man, I'm really into Guinness. I love that golden heart, man. Dude, man. When I
Guinness has
came home,
enamored you.
the amount of Guinness stuff I was going to get, I was like, I'm going to get the official Guinness bottle opener, the official spoon. I'm going to get this official, like, mug for it, like a stein just for the Guinness. I was, like, going to do a whole thing because I was going to make Guinness Black, like, every fucking night of my life when I got home.
Oh my God.
To find out that that blackberry currant is not in the U.S.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Did you know that Guinness was actually the first beer that I legally bought at a bar?
Nice.
Yeah. And I did not like it.
Yeah, because it's so dark, man.
Yeah, I had never had a stout, and my brother-in-law was like, "You should get a Guinness." And I was like,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
And I got it.
You got to work up to stouts.
Yeah, I got the Guinness, and it was like so dark and so tall. And I had a sip, and I was like, I have to finish this whole thing, or I won't be cool. So I just like sipped on it for the next 5 hours. He was like, "Do you like that? Do you want
Man.
another beer?" I was like, "No, this one's
Nope.
fine."
Okay. You know what my first alcoholic beverage was that I ever bought legally?
What?
But I also never tried to buy anything illegally.
Yeah, you did, didn't you, at Applebee's?
No, I bought my first, like, real drink like that. I was like 25.
Shit.
Yeah, I didn't drink until like 25.
I tend to forget that not
Like, I'm
everybody
telling
has
you,
a problem.
I'm really not into beer or alcohol as a whole. I
Yeah.
was into Fireball until I got that ruined
Yep.
2 Halloweens in a row. I'm a little over that. I am
So what was
over
your-
Fireball.
What was your first legal beverage? Long Island iced tea?
No, I bought 2 shots at Applebee's. I was like, the first drink, I was mad about something, and I was just like, what if I took shots? And so I just bought 2 shots and felt nothing. Was like, alcohol is stupid.
Oh my
and
God.
never felt anything from them. I hated it. Yeah, shots don't do it for me. Shots don't ever hit me. It's your Long Islands that do it for me.
Yeah, you were a puddle in the back of my vehicle,
Boy.
unfortunately.
I love them Long Islands, man. But see, Long Islands, I only ever drank socially as a competition.
Never ever competitively drink Long Island iced tea.
That's the only way I've ever had them is as a competition. I've never just been like, I'll have a Long Island iced tea. It's been like, are you gonna do one? You gonna match me? What we doing? And then you get 5 deep and go, oh fuck, we are messed up now.
Yeah,
I think our record was 6.
Jesus
6 of those
Christ.
big ones.
it's too many.
I think we drank sober.
I think Applebee's was probably watering our shit down by the end of it.
Oh, probably so.
For those of you who are not around
boops, man.
in our college days, we spent way too much time at the local Applebee's.
Ain't that the truth, man?
I feel bad for the people that
Well,
served us.
then I used to hit up Fox and Hound
Uh-huh.
on Tuesdays for half price pints. That was a good time. But I would get just big, angry orchards. I wouldn't
Orchards.
really drink anything else.
Yeah, I miss Angry Orchards too.
Those, they're kind of hit or miss for me still. Sometimes they're a little too tart.
Mm.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I'm glad you're enjoying your beverage, but we are going to try the Guinness one soon.
fuck yeah.
So, while we're doing that, we can be sitting there playing our mobile games with one another.
Okay, what are you obsessed with now?
So I actually did find a new one that completely eclipsed my last one.
All right.
That mob one, fuck that game now. I'm
Fuck
over
it.
that shit.
Out the window.
Over it. Because now I got one, I don't even know what it's called.
That's the thing with mobile games. Like, you just open them. It's like, I know it's the one with the test tubes, and I click the button, and I make water.
It's called Tower War.
Tower War, okay.
So I saw the commercial, and it's like, that looks fun if the game would ever be that, right?
Uh-huh.
And it is that. And I was like, cool, thank God, a game that is what it is portraying itself to be.
Nice.
So it's kind of, Taylor said it's like one of those math ones. Like you're doing math in it.
Oh,
right?
yeah, you told me about this game, right? Where you, like, 1 times 2 is 2, so you go through the 2 gate. It's different?
No, so that's the mob one.
Okay.
This one is, you get like your little tower, and you shoot like soldiers out of it, and you have to like point them to towers that aren't taken over by you yet, so they're all color coded, right?
Okay.
And so like, I'll say you start with one and it's at a 5. So then I'll drag it to the next one and they come out pretty slow. And then once that timer or that number ticks down, now that one's blue, and now I have people shooting out from 2 towers, right?
Okay.
But as you keep feeding the other tower, that number goes up, and it can go up to like 60. And I think that's like a fully powered tower. And every 10 you go up, so when you hit 10, now you can draw 2 lanes out of it. So you can take over 2 places. And then when you get to 20, or when you get to 30, then you can do 3 lanes, right?
All right.
So then it's like a strategy game, because usually it's another color also taking over bases at the same time. So you have to try to figure out the most strategic way to get the most stuff, fill up people to build up your towers, and completely overwhelm the other side.
Okay.
And it is surprisingly fun. And it is hard to think about it. So like the like single player, like the real meat of the game, is trying to like teach you the best way to think about it. And
Okay.
I've never really had a problem. And then like at level 100 something, it was kicking my ass, and like I had to play it a different way, and that wound up being the correct per se strategy to take over the other side.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I got to rethink it. But then you can face people online live.
That's cool.
And I demolish people online. It makes me feel amazing. I'm like,
Do you ever play Hearthstone?
No.
You might like
I've
Hearthstone.
heard a lot about it.
Yeah, I
But
played
that's a
it once or
card game,
twice.
right?
It is a card game. It's like a, I don't know if you would call it a deck builder, but like you just have, it's like, I don't know, Pokemon, but with a tavern winch.
Hearthstone is the Witcher game.
No, it's
Right?
it's from
Or
Blizzard.
so that's the World of Warcraft one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember it. I've heard about it a gajillion times.
I think there
but
was
I've
like some
never
kind
looked
of
at it.
Overwatch challenge where they were like, play 3 games of Hearthstone and get a Diva skin. And I was like, okay. So that's the only
Okay.
experience I've had with it.
No, I'll never play it again.
Yep. Uninstall. Thank you, Blizzard.
So what's the one? Oh, Gwent. That's the one. But that's like a dice
Gwent.
game.
What a gross name.
Yeah, Gwent is the Witcher dice game, I think.
Hmm.
Oh, no. It's a card game, too.
I like fantasy games that exist within other games. That's so cool.
Every nerdy property
Uh-huh.
has to have a card game to
And
be
a dice
taken
game.
seriously, I think.
Yes.
Like,
there's like 6 different games within Star Wars, and we have a Pazak deck here at the house because we're that big of nerds.
yeah.
It's just fun. I love
Is it a
games
good game?
inside of games. It's a good game, yeah.
Okay. Good. Yeah, I don't really do card games though. Like I never even did the Pokemon card game when I got the cards. I didn't fucking play the game. I
Yeah.
hated that game.
Who played the game? They were just cute little animals. Like to look at them, trade 'em.
I just need my foils, bro.
just need my fix.
Man, I had a Jolteon that people were very jealous of.
Ooh. Holographic?
Oh yeah, man.
Fuck yeah,
I have like a couple good ones, and then I'm missing like all the ones I really want.
man.
But I did get that Charizard finally, so I'm good. I'm set.
A brief note that it just reminded me of, because we're talking about Pokemon and collectibles. I watched the Beanie Baby movie.
Oh, okay.
Very good movie. I would recommend
Okay.
it.
Okay. I need to watch it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's on Apple TV. If any of you out there have Apple TV and you're looking for something to kill 2 hours with, watch the Beanie Baby movie.
There you go. So yeah, Tower Control. That's my new mobile game. I haven't opened the mob one in like a week so far. I'm just like taking over towers all day long.
All day.
And it's great because then you can triple your money at the end of it doing ads, right? And I'm just like, yeah, fucking, I'll let an ad triple my money. I'm working. You know?
What makes me mad? Okay, so I've been playing that water sword game that you turned me on to.
Mhm.
I've hit like a level. I feel like for the first like 80 levels, it's like pour the water in the thing and pour the water in the thing, and you're like done and you get through it. And then it comes a point when it's like, I need more test tubes. I can't make the water happen. And so they give you like 2 free test tubes to start with, and then you can watch an ad if you need another one to help.
Yeah.
And multiple times with that game, I have been like, I'll watch the ad, but I'm going to put my phone down and not think about it because I don't want to be advertised to. So
Yeah.
I do that, and then I come back, and it's like, you didn't watch the ad. And I'm like, how did you know? Like, I didn't lock the phone.
I never watch the ads.
Yeah, it creeps me out because it's like, you didn't get your reward. I'm like, why not? Are you measuring my retinas? Like,
Is it
what's
because you
going
didn't
on?
like click get reward fast enough or something? Like,
Maybe. I don't know. Fucking weird.
I don't know. But I've used the ad tube on that plenty.
Mm.
I've been like, just this one, dude. I need one more.
Just
give me
one more.
one fucking
Just
tube.
One fucking more.
And then it makes it so easy.
I know.
Like
I
it
feel
makes
like
it
it's-
stupid easy.
I feel like
with
it's
that one
cheating
tube.
when I do it. And I'm like, I want to do it, but I can't let myself.
Oh man, I was like, no, I can just let me get to the next one. And then
Yeah.
like I'm good for like 20 more levels. I'm like, yeah, I got this. Then I'm like, all right, you need a tube.
Yep.
But I haven't played it in a while. I did play it the other day after we talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was in one where it's like the colors are hidden underneath.
Yeah.
And that one's kicking my ass. So I was like, I'll go back to my towers.
Yeah.
Go back to my towers.
I went to the doctor this week
Okay.
for the first time. Well, okay, so I've been to the doctor plenty of times, but not for this particular reason, because I went to go get my blood drawn
Woo!
willingly, which I've never actually done before as an adult.
But like, why? Because you chose to? You were just like,
Yeah.
I want a blood draw.
Well,
Or
last
was
time
it
I was
for
there,
a reason?
Well, no, not for any particular reason, but like last time I was there, the doctor was like, you should just have a physical with us because I'm establishing care with the new primary care physician.
Yeah.
And I was like, here's the thing though, like, I don't do physicals. She was like, what do you mean? And I was like, I've never done a physical before. And she's like, how old are you?
Yeah.
So she was like, you need to really start thinking about, doing blood work on a regular basis just so we can kind of keep an eye on stuff in case anything gets crazy. You want to catch it early. And like, as a person who's just gone through the death of a parent, like, yeah, you want to catch stuff early. So
Yeah.
I decided to start doing blood work, which is bad and horrible, and I hate it. And I told Richard after this one, I was like, I'm never going back. We're not going to do it again, but I'll do it again in a year when I have to.
I mean, was it that bad?
Yeah. I hated it.
Yeah,
Hated every
it
minute
was.
of it. It was awful. Like, the lady was good. She was, as good as a phlebotomist can be. But it's a phobia that I need to start working on getting over because it's just so fucking bad.
Oh, I just don't look. Like, I think I had to get one for work or something. 'Cause, like, I had to do a drug test, but then, like, something else to, like, check my health for something.
Yeah.
And so I, like, sit down in the chair and, like, I pull up my arm and I just turn like this. And she's like, what are you doing? I was like, I don't care if you do it. I just don't want to look. And she's like, okay. And I was like, I mean, I won't move or nothing. Trust me. I just don't need to look at it. She
Yeah.
did it all. And I was like, you done? She's like, yeah. I was like, see? No problem. But if you had me look at it, we'd have a fucking problem.
Yeah. Richard passes
Just let me
out
do
when
my
he looks at it.
process.
I need the process. Oh, yeah. So when I was sitting in the chair and she was like, okay, go ahead and extend your arm out. And I was like, they are extended. She was like, they're really not. You had to put them down.
You were like this. They are extended.
Just wrist to
Totally
armpits are
curled in.
extended. Yeah. I don't know. It's bad. But while I was there, I think I talked about this previously on the show. They offered me at CVS. They were like, have you got a pneumonia shot yet? And I was like, no, do I need to? Thought those were for old people. And they were like, well, people that have like pre-existing conditions like asthma should get them to stop pneumonia from happening. And I was like, oh, okay. So I went and got a pneumonia shot at the doctor, and they give me the shot, and shots don't bother me, just blood draws. So they gave me the shot, and they're like, okay, now you're good until you're 65. I was like,
whoa,
what the fuck? What'd you just stick me with?
How much was in there?
I know. So apparently, I guess you only need like one pneumonia vaccine, and they recommend you get it when you're 65 because you're considered old now, and now pneumonia can get you. I don't know.
Pneumonia's just waiting for you.
Just waiting, watching the clock. But I guess you really only ever need one, and
Okay.
they're like, here's your like pre-65 one, and now you're fucking set until you're 65 and have to get the normal one. So
I didn't know that.
she juiced my shit up, and my God, the fucking way she hit me in the shoulder. Like, I don't know if the needle was particularly thick or long or what, but I feel like she got me like right at the edge, you know, where the bone is.
Yeah.
And it just hurts
And it just
so bad.
curled the needle inside. It was
Yes. Like, it hurts. Like,
yeah.
I'm wondering if she just stuck me, like, why'd you stick me so high? Like, for the COVID shots, you know, they did it in the fucking meat of the arm, and same with the flu shot. But
Was she one of those that like punches it in?
Yes. Just like, pow.
I kind of prefer those because there was a lady that did my flu shot at my job one time.
Mm-hmm.
She had like the needle and the Band-Aid all in one hand. And she would go like this, like, and then like just like slide the Band-Aid over.
Crazy.
It was phenomenal. I don't know how she did it, but she would just like punch it and then like smooth over the Band-Aid, and she'd be like, all right, you're done, next.
That's
and she was just cranking them.
Put
just
her in the
cranking
fucking
up people.
COVID lines.
I know. I was dreaming about her like, man, get this done so much faster and easier, and I'd have a Band-Aid in 1 second.
God.
Well, my shoulder hurts too.
What's
I'll
your
tell you
shoulder
real
hurting
quick.
for?
I don't know. Taylor said it's my rotator cuff.
Oh, no.
Because, like, when I bring it up and I move it in some ways, it fucking, like, kills, man. It hurts so
no.
bad.
That's no good.
So I've been making her laugh lately because, like, I'll reach for something and I go, oh, my rotator cuff. What a specific thing to be like, ooh.
Yeah, that is a very specific thing to hurt.
My slip disc 5. You know, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess something's wrong because I'm going to try to do a physical too sometime soon, and maybe I'll bring up my shoulder. But my last one that I did, he just kind of went like, are you good? I was like, I mean, yeah. People say I drink a lot of Dr. Peppers, and he was like, bah.
It's just preserving your insides.
And that was it. Like, that was it.
Okay.
Because that's also where the whole, that's when I learned about Tumble For You and all that stuff.
Oh, my God, right.
Yeah. So just to let you know, that's how long it's been, like at least 2 years since my last physical. I should probably go.
You should probably go. I don't know. I've
Plus, we
felt-
get like $500 when we do it.
Why? I want $500.
My company gives you $500 when you do a annual physical.
Shit. I'll be doing those every year.
They just go, here you go. Bam.
Cash money.
They throw it at you. And I haven't done it.
Yeah, I would be way more inclined to do it if there was a monetary aspect to it.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. So, other than that, I think I told you already, Richard,
Okay.
Rippard, my husband, we've decided to go to Japan in
For the Star Wars thing.
for the Star Wars thing in
Yeah.
April of 2025, and we're very, very excited about it. I still haven't got the tickets for it because I don't know when they go on sale, but I've been stalking the website, and I'm on their email list, and I check it quite frequently because I'm like, what if they forgot to email me? But we decided to learn Japanese because we feel like we're going to probably need it in Japan. We would imagine. So started
We won't need it, but I think they'll appreciate it.
Yeah, it's nice to have. I feel like when people, I don't know, I feel in my experiences when I have gone to other countries where I don't speak the language, I always feel like shit when I'm like, do you speak English? Like, just the tourist being like, I don't know how to say your fancy words.
Yeah, we're like the only place that doesn't accommodate to the tourist.
Yeah.
Like every other country does. They're always like, yeah, we learned it.
Yeah.
We hate it.
Fucking wild to me.
But
Like,
we learned it.
you'll go to you'll go to a country in Europe and meet somebody who's like, I'm sorry for my English. It is very bad and I do not speak it well.
And then you're like, you speak it better than me.
Yeah. So, yeah, we decided to learn Japanese, and it's tough, but we're making it happen.
Yeah.
It's so hard to read an alphabet that is not English. Like, shapes. Shapes are letters. And I can't make my brain do it. It's very hard.
I mean, you did Latin in
I didn't do
high
Latin.
school, right?
No,
You
that was
didn't-
Richard.
You weren't one of the Latin kids?
No, I was German.
But I
was
mean,
like-
so you just mean because it's more just the shape and the fact it's not like letters that you already know.
Yeah, like how are you
Yeah.
going to look at a group of squiggles and say like, I know that word, that's
Kanji,
egg.
man.
Kanji. Well, it's not even kanji. There's so many different systems of writing over there. So kanji
Yeah.
is one thing, and then there's something called hakana or something that is like one way of writing, and then kiragana, which is a different way of writing, and they
Good God.
use like all of them at the same time. And I'm like,
Just
what?
interchangeably.
How do you guys know all these things? It's crazy. It's cool as shit, and I feel like I'm starting to learn. Like, I know the symbol for ri, which is the first syllable of apple. But
Okay. I just can't wait for you to be able to like start writing this shit down.
I know, like, I'm having the hardest time because we got Rosetta Stone. We bought it like a couple of years ago because they were having a huge sale, and it was like 80% off or something. So we're like, fuck yeah, get Rosetta Stone. So we've just had it for a while, and I did German in Rosetta Stone to kind of brush up before we did our honeymoon because it's been forever since I've spoken it, and it was helpful because I was like, I already know the language, I just need a refresher.
Yeah.
But like learning a brand new language in it has been pretty tough. So
I can imagine.
yeah, I'm struggling. So I bought this workbook on Amazon that is like, it's called Zero to Japanese or something like that, I think.
Okay.
And it just teaches you like the basics and teaches you how to write it and read it and all the different characters and stuff. So I was like, yes, that perfect. And even just looking at like the thumbnails for it in the previews on Amazon, that's how I learned the character for Ri. I
Yeah.
was like, ah, I see now. I can recognize the pattern. So I feel like, because the way that fucking Rosetta Stone does, they just like throw you in. Like, here's the adults are eating eggs. Say that. And you're like, I don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
But it's been fun. We've only been doing it for a week, but we're having a good time with it. And it's tough, but I feel like it's important to keep the brain spry because when you stop learning things, you stop learning things, you know?
No, you need like a community college, like teacher guy
Yeah.
to teach us stuff. Have you seen the TikToks of the guy that's teaching Japanese students English?
No.
Oh my God, they're so funny because he'll be like, say this, and it's like, I'm looking for the bathroom or something. And then they're like, I'm looking for the bathroom. He's like, no, you sound stupid.
Oh.
He's like, look, you're saying it like this. Say it like this. And like he'll teach them kind of how to say it. So they're almost saying an entirely different word.
Yeah.
To them, it's a completely different word, but it sounds like our word.
Right.
And then he'll get them to have like a complete American accent in saying the sentence right after.
It's fucking crazy.
Nuts. The dude is so cool. Those ones crack me up because he's so mean about it, but he gets results, man.
I guess you do what works, you know?
Let me see if I can find you one later because I used to get them all the time. I thought they were really good.
Okay.
But good on you. That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Babbel?
Yeah, Babbel is a big one.
I always hear about that one now.
There was another one that was like something with a fish, but I forget what it was. Is it Babbel Fish? Did it just become Babbel? I don't know.
I just know Babbel, but
Yeah. Many different ways to learn
Well, good.
different languages, but
I know.
yeah, it's exciting. Another fucking exciting thing that I'm going to tell you about real quick. I saw
Okay.
a preview for a movie on the television that I was very excited about. What do you know about The Last Voyage of the Demeter?
everything.
Good. Okay. So
And I was really mad when you brought this up because I was like, did this woman get to see it early? Because like I even
wish.
looked up the date again, was like, there's no way she saw this before I know about it. Oh yeah, I'm so ready for this movie.
Okay, so I'm reading, as you know, Dracula Daily right
Yep.
now. And this is my first exposure to the ship, the Demeter. So in the novel Dracula, like there's a section where Dracula's wife, the main guy, Jonathan Harker's wife,
Yeah.
is like reading from an old ship log or something. And she just like scrapbooks it into her journal, and that's just part of Dracula. And
Yeah.
the ship log is the Demeter, and it logs how Dracula like first got to England or something, I think, because that's
Yeah.
where the ship is traveling from. But it's so fucking scary because the way Dracula Daily does it, like in Mina's journal, she just like posts the whole log in one day and is done. But Dracula Daily takes each day of the log and spreads it out across, in real time.
Yeah.
So I get one thing a day that is just like, another man disappeared. We're just drifting in the fucking fog. It's like
Yeah.
the slowest burn, and I love it. It's so creepy. Because Dracula's just like hiding on the ship and eating people one at a time.
Yeah.
And I got to the point today where, I guess spoilers for Dracula or Ship of the Demeter if you're unfamiliar with it, but the last guy, it's like the captain and his first mate are left, and the first mate goes downstairs. He's like, I'm gonna get a fucking crowbar and start looking in these boxes. And so he opens the box and I assume finds Dracula, and then comes back upstairs and just flings himself over the side of the boat. So it was
Okay.
just the captain left, and I was like, holy shit. So I saw this preview and I was like, oh my god, because it has Liam Cunningham, who is from Game of Thrones, and
Oh, okay.
I loved his shit in Game of Thrones. He played Mr. Davos Seaworth, and I just love him to bits. But there's like a lot of good people in this movie. So why do I recognize Aisling Franciosi? Where do I know her from? Aisling?
Literally nothing that I can see here.
She was
I
in
don't
The
know.
Fall. I watched that movie.
Anything that she's from.
Oh, that's a TV show. Yeah, I watched that. I don't know. Her face just looks familiar. Maybe
Well,
she
she
looks...
was the main role of that show, so that would probably be where you know her then.
She was the main role of The Fall?
Yeah. And she was in Game of Thrones. She was Lyanna Stark for 2 episodes.
What? Okay.
But
yeah, she just looked familiar. But yeah, so I started getting on and researching this movie, and I assume you have to know who the director is, right?
yeah, he's the guy that did Troll Hunter or whatever.
And The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
And Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yeah, so this
Look
guy
at that. Okay.
has a list of stuff. Do you know? I
Oh,
really
yeah.
want to see this so bad. It is out on August 11th, which is what, this weekend?
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
fucking
so you're hearing this.
ready.
It comes out Friday.
Yeah, I want to see this one.
Yeah, this was one of the big movies we were seeing for Taylor's birthday month.
Exciting.
Yeah, she's been waiting for this one.
I had
But
no
I
idea it was
hate-
coming out.
That, like, the trailers have been progressively showing more and more of Dracula.
Yeah.
Because that first trailer, you get, like, a tiny glimpse, and that was it.
See,
But they just did a new trailer before a movie we went and saw, and it's just, like, him talking to people, and I was like, no, there's too much. Now
Yeah.
there's too much of him.
see, the trailer I saw was like just Dracula ripping people to pieces. So I'm like,
So that's even a later one, because that first one, he's, like, barely there. So, like, you're supposed to wonder, and I was like,
yeah,
but that's the Dracula ship. Like, this has to be a
That's-
Dracula movie.
that's what I wanted out of it. I don't know. I hope the movie does it in such a way that it is building a type of dread, like you are wondering, am I going to see Dracula? Do I know what's happening on the ship? Because
I hope so.
if I had gone into this movie not knowing and had been like, oh my God, fucking Dracula's on the board, like that would have been an amazing twist. But
I mean, in one of the trailers, she's all like, yeah, we call him Dracula. And I was like, cool, way to just, like, tell everybody what this is,
yeah, I feel like the marketing for this movie could have been a lot more subtle.
This is the thing that me and Taylor have been getting into, how trailers now have to tell you everything, or else people don't want to go anymore.
Yeah, and it sucks. I hate it. It's like a different way. We're in a different era of movie making now.
Yeah, because, like, that's the whole point with Elemental. Like, because they didn't tell you exactly what the plot was, Nobody went and saw it.
But now Elemental's doing like fucking gangbusters at the box office. It crested 400 million.
Worldwide, though, which is not
Worldwide.
great.
Okay.
I mean, that's still maybe 100 million just here alone, which is not much for a U.S. movie.
Yeah.
I just talked about this with somebody else. I said, like, what have you seen from this? And they were like, well, I saw this about it, but it wasn't enough to tell me what it was. And I was like, but why not? Like, how come the trailer you got wasn't enough to make you want to see it?
Yeah.
That's like me in that. So in Friday Roundup, we talked about the Sea of Stars stuff. I even told you, I haven't even seen this trailer, but I'm already buying it day one because it was by the Messenger guy. Right. I just need to know what you've already done, and I know you're good.
Yeah. That's kind of how I went into Oppenheimer, honestly. And the same with Barbie. Like, I knew it was about Barbie, and Greta Gerwig did it. And I was like, fuck yeah. And with Oppenheimer, it was like, okay, it's a Christopher Nolan movie. It's going to be fucking good. Cillian Murphy plays the lead. How am I not going to want to see it?
Yeah. And then it was shaded Shafty, so... but yeah, good. I'm glad that you have found this movie as well now.
Yes.
Because it's going to be fucking good.
Ready for it. I'm so excited. It's presented by Fandango, it says. So.
Well, with that, do you want to take a break?
Hide in this box?
I was going to say, well, I was like, that's how we do the enders, man. We just need to take a break.
Hide in the cargo hold right now. You'll never find me.
Ah, you want to hide in the cargo hold for a bit till the coast is clear?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never seen a Game Grumps thing ever.
You don't need to. You are missing nothing.
Never seen one because
they had.
I've never thought about watching people play games like. So like they were doing that before like Twitch was a thing, and I didn't start watching people play games until Twitch. So like I missed the era where they were hugely popular.
Game Grumps brings nothing to society, and I don't think this is a groundbreaking thing for me to say. I think they're annoying, and I don't like them, and I have made the judgment that I will never consume any of their content at all whatsoever.
I think they were at the right time because like that's when like PewDiePie was really big, Markiplier was bigger.
Oh my god, he was a Game Grump, I think.
No, he was just Markiplier. He just has always been him. To my knowledge, but see, I don't really follow Markiplier.
Yeah, same.
Like, most of the,
he also bothers me.
He bothers you? I don't know anything about him.
I also don't know anything about him. His face bothers me.
He's so nice,
I don't know.
though. He's like...
He seems like a good dude.
Mr. Beast nice.
I just don't trust anybody on the internet. I don't know.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Besides that, trust us, though, guys.
Trust us. We're fine. We're not Arthur Grumman fans.
I don't trust anyone. Oh, but you can trust us, though.
We're nice. We're not like the other podcasters. If you enjoyed that bit of the pre-ramble, you can get the full bonus episode by going on over to patreon.com/YMBTOAP, and you can sign up there to be a patron. The patrons are our buddies, our best friends. They hang out with us in Discord, and they give us good ideas for the show. They tell us what they want to see more of, and we oblige. If you want to be the ultimate supporter beyond the Patreon, you can get yourself some Yimtope gear over at the Yimtope Apparel store. We got lots of new water bottles and cups. Put the water in there. Keep you hydrated. Pour a pepper in there. Pour an alcoholic beer in there. Pour an alcoholic beer in there. Why not? Treat yourself. The link to that shop lives in the show notes. Thank you again, always, to all of our supporters. We say it every episode. I can't tell you enough how much we mean it. You guys are so good to us, and we love you. You guys are our bust. Jesus Christ. You guys are our best friends and our buddies. And Robert walked away, so I'm doing terrible.
You guys are so busty.
I'm nobody to talk to.
You guys are so busty.
Derailed there. I'm staring into your empty chair.
I remember when it used to be full.
Let me take that one again. Thank you so much to all of our supporters. You guys mean the world to us. Now let's get you back to the regularly scheduled Yimtope content.
Speaking of busty.
You have to cut that.
Oh, man. But for real, speaking of busty, though.
Okay.
Quick little side note, because I told you and then some, like the Discord, but I'm being a little Kelsey-ish, man.
What?
I'm trying to be crafty.
Okay.
And I don't know how to do it. So I recently bought a statue, right?
Ah, I see.
For cheap, and it's cracked. Like, and I think it got worse in the unboxing. So, like, I
no.
do think I have to do something about it.
Okay.
Right? Like, I do genuinely believe that. I don't know what the fuck to do, man.
You have
So
to
I
get
told-
like good super glue.
Yeah, so I want to get super glue and like try to make sure I can seal that crack as good as I can and get like whatever the most like least grit sandpaper, possibly just a very soft coarse brush or something,
Yeah.
smooth it as much as I can, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm going to have to like find a paint cuz I'm going to want to cover it up,
Yeah.
you know. And I was like, am I really going to be able to do that? Cuz like it said on the thing when I bought it, nothing a little sanding and painting can't fix. I was like, that makes it sound like people know how to do this. But I
mean,
don't. I don't fucking know what to do.
I've done it to like 3D prints before. You just got to get you a good quality super glue with a very, very fine tip nozzle. You may even need a
Okay.
toothpick and just like squeeze the tiniest bit on there. Get the toothpick to like put it in the crack and
Okay.
then really hold her together for like a good amount
Yeah.
of time. I'm going to tell you something so important.
Okay.
Don't glue yourself to the statue.
Okay.
I've done that and it was
So-
very scary.
A piece of so like the paneling around this TV we had fell off, like just the little thing that said like Samsung on it. Like it was nothing major, but I was like, I don't like it hanging there. I
Yeah.
want to put it back. So I super glued it, right? And I super glued myself to that TV.
It's terrifying when
It
that
was
happens.
so scary. And I wound up just ripping skin off, man. I was like, I
Yeah.
have to be free.
I have to get out of here. Like the panic sets in so fast.
I was just like, I don't know what to do. Like, breathing on it's not helping. It didn't help. So I did just like, I mean, like, I was on it.
Yeah.
I was glued to it. And I eventually just like, kind of like, you know, when you tie a string to the tooth and you close the door, like, you
Oh
got to
my
rip
God.
it. So I just like,
Rip that skin off.
and it was raw.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Ugh.
It was bad.
Don't listen to Yimtop's crafting advice, you guys.
Yeah, it's not great. So, I guess I get to go to one of those hobby stores and look for some paint or something.
You should go to Madness Comics and Games in Plano.
Does Madness have a bunch of paints?
They got
They
Warhammer
got-
paints.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I was gonna go to like, there's a whole bunch of places in Louisville that deal in like figurines and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I've never looked at paint. I know what I'm doing. What are we talking about, man?
What are we talking about?
Man, CJ, bro.
Oh,
I
yeah,
got the
CJ.
guy. I
Hey,
got the
CJ.
guy.
Right in. Why don't you?
Dude, I got the guy. I'm just gonna ask him because he does that. He definitely
Yeah.
knows where to get the good paints.
Yeah, I just use the cheap acrylics that I've found on the internet, so don't
Yeah.
use my advice.
But I just wanted to show you this just because why I bought the one that I bought, in case you didn't know, was a zombie tramp statue.
Of course it was.
Because it was damaged, so it was a fifth of the price. Which I
That's-
saw you marveling at how much I paid for a Blu-ray we were talking about in the Discord.
Uh-huh.
Sucker Punch, like...
$6.
I hope you know, like, every movie on the shelf, like 80% of those were on sale. I
Good.
do not buy things at full price. Like, I
Yeah.
don't do that.
Can't do it.
But I just wanted to show you this because I got a picture of it today because wanted you to know why I picked the one that I picked, the black and white one.
Yeah.
So there's an image in our general chat. That's what I always think of when I think about like the art that made me go like, damn, this is some wild looking shit.
That is some pretty art.
I love that dude. What an interesting man. He just had another Kickstarter go live, asking for $8,000. It's at 60 something thousand again.
He gets so funded so fast.
Like he has his life set, man.
Yeah.
But you know who doesn't have their life set?
Us.
Yeah, me. I don't want to make you mad.
Did you quit your job?
No.
Good.
I definitely need to keep that.
Yeah.
I haven't turned on Disney Dreamlight Valley
Oh my god.
in like 2 weeks.
Oh my god. I've been
And I'm
playing
not-
it so much.
I'm not over it, but I was at the end of what I could do, and all I could do at the time was just like Dreamlight hunt.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, fine. I can catch 2 of these fish. I can take a photo. I can move a house, change my wardrobe, and just build that up because I need to get the rest of the people inside the castle. Like, I still don't have Lion King and Toy Story, I think.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of Dreamlight. So I'm like, it's not fun. Like, that's the thing I never liked about Animal Crossing was like going to the Nook phone and being like, pick up 5 seashells and get some Nook miles. I'm like, I don't want to do that.
I don't like doing that either. That's kind of where, I mean, I got to that point in Dreamlight Valley, and then I decided I'm just going to work on other stuff. And then I got another, like, a bunch of more quests came up, and I was like, good. I don't have to Dreamlight hunt anymore. So.
Yeah. So that's like where I'm at, though. Is like, I need to be Dreamlight hunting, and I don't want to do that.
It's boring.
So I haven't turned it on. And I'm like, but I want to play games, which is why I guess I've dabbled in the whole mobile stuff now.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling this is never going to happen, so I just went ahead and, like, did this. I've always just been like, one day, to get my Uncharted fix, I'm just going to play them all on stream for everybody and just be done.
Yeah.
But I just have a feeling it's never going to happen, so I was like, I just want to play Uncharted again. Plus, I saw Mission Impossible, so I was like, I'm going to play Uncharted. And I wanted to try it out in my new earbuds, my new headphones.
Steel Series.
The bass was lacking, man.
Really?
So I've been like trying to play with the bass and get it all righted, and then like I finally did, and I made myself ashamed because like Taylor walked in the room and I was playing Uncharted 1, and she said something about it, and I was like, "Yeah, Buka Pintu," and she was like, "Huh?" And I was like, "Oh, he's about to say that." And then like 2 seconds later, he said it, and she was like, "Why do you know this game like that?" And I was like, "You don't know how many times I played these games. Like,
too many.
Like, it feels weird playing it now because I'm just all like, I'll say the thing right before he says the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time.
Just
I remember
your brain.
everything. There's puzzles you have to do where you have to go to the journal and you got to like look up how to solve the puzzle. I was like, I don't need the journal. I got it.
I already know this.
Do the puzzle. But I've been wanting to play it, and I really haven't had a chance lately because the world has been so shitty.
Why?
I know you had a really rough day at work like a week or 2 ago.
Yes,
Just
I
like
did.
Upset at work.
Yeah, I went off in the Discord a little bit.
I don't know. It's just kind of where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
And then I know Taylor's feeling that way. You know, she's back to grooming dogs and stuff. But it's like 1 billion degrees outside. You know how many people are getting their dogs groomed?
Too many?
0.
0?
Nobody wants to go outside.
I think everybody would be like, shave my dog.
Like, nobody wants to do anything. I was like, are
It's-
people just hiding in their homes? Or are they
Yes.
like, can't get my dog groomed because the electricity bill is so high from keeping it cool? Like,
Fucking probably.
there's so many factors at play, you know?
Yeah. I cannot believe how hot it is. I hate to be hyper local with our stuff, but like it is 105.
Well,
like,
you do know every day it keeps saying near record high.
yeah, I'm like
Every
stop.
day.
I'm tired of seeing it. Like heat advisory. I know it's hot.
Yeah, I
Please
know.
Stop telling me.
Like, I can't take Bulbasaur to pee.
I haven't been able to do any resin work because I have to wear a full respirator in it, and I cannot in this heat.
Like, Jinx loves it. Jinx
Why?
begged me to go outside one day, and I was like, oh man, she's got to poop bad. We go out there, she just laid in the grass, and I was like, oh my god. My back is so sweaty,
Yeah.
and you want to chill out here?
You want to be a cool dog on the grass?
like,
Absolutely
Get
not.
up! Well, she's white. The heat just bounces off of her. She doesn't feel any of it.
Yeah, Bulbasaur's like, please, I'm
Oh my
so
God.
hot.
He barely makes it out to pee, and he's just like,
He's
Like,
already fucked up
dying.
with his breathing.
yeah. So I'm like, dude, we can't be out here. And Jinx
No.
like won't go to the bathroom now. So I'm like, we can't walk 20 minutes with him out here. He
No.
can't make it 2 seconds. You know.
Yeah.
then I've had so many projects as well going on, and it's like, what is the point of working? What's
Yeah.
the point of all this, man?
What's the fucking point? That's
You
what I'm
do
saying, dude.
so much, and you get nowhere.
Yeah. That's how I feel. Like, I was talking about this
what are we
with...
supposed to do?
What are we supposed to do with it all? I was talking to a friend the other day, and I was like, I got a pretty substantial raise this year, and I still feel like it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I guess I'm making what I should make in this position in my career, but, like, it don't feel like it. I feel
Yeah.
like... I can't think of a money value at which I would be satisfied, though.
Tell me when this will happen, because I'm having conflicting thoughts about it.
Okay.
So I know that a reason we're all mad is because the boomers above us aren't leaving their positions.
Yeah.
And they don't know anything, and they shit on us who know all the shit that builds them to where they are.
Yes. There's one woman in particular I'm picturing in my mind right now.
But I was thinking about it, like, so some people in management where I'm at, I was like, okay, but do I really think somebody my age or younger would get that role accomplished? And I don't think they would.
Really?
I don't think the drive is there for some of the stuff more specific probably to just my area of work.
Yeah.
I think some of those things, I don't think the drive is there.
We just don't want to fucking do it. We're tired.
Like,
That's the millennial attitude. We're done.
because I mean, I don't want to do it, frankly,
Yeah,
but I want to make the money.
I was thinking about this too. I get a lot of TikToks that are like corporate millennial stuff, and there's a lot that are comparing like the different work styles of like boomer versus Gen X versus millennial versus Gen Z. And a lot of the Gen Z people, I don't know, I feel like the millennial one is basically, we hate work and we're not going to do it. And then the millennial one is like, I'll do it and I'll get it done, but then I have my free time to do stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, like, is it going to be such that like millennials won't ever get those jobs? They'll go to Gen Z. We'll get passed over because we just don't have a good work ethic. That's like,
But they don't either.
But that's the thing for our generation is like millennials don't work. We're the lazy ones, right?
Gen
We're
Z
the
does
ones
less
who-
work. They're the quiet quitters.
I think millennials are quiet quitters, aren't we?
No,
I don't know.
I think
'cause
it's more a Gen Z thing, and then like everything we take it.
the Gen Z is like they're building AI to do their jobs. Like they're working hard up front so they can just be done with it.
But are they? I don't think they're building the AIs. I think
Yeah, I
we're
don't know,
building
man.
the AIs, the people that are already in science now, but
Yeah.
they're getting the benefit of it from it existing now.
Who knows?
They get to write their papers with it. There's AIs that write essays for school, and they make it to where you can't catch it in a plagiarism
That's wild.
software. Like, they have tools to do work, but they don't do any work. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't like where the world is going, and I don't want to take this to a dark place, but it just feels... Everything feels
It's-
bad.
It does feel really bad.
Yeah.
The AI shit is feeling real bad lately.
Yeah, my job in particular is very threatened by AI, so it's a big, constant conversation in my industry, and I don't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
We are trying to do a lot of digital transformation. It's not working for us. Like,
Really?
I don't think it's ever going to take over us because we're very intricate, and the AI is good at like standards. It's not good at one-offs, and we're full of one-offs, so it's
Yeah.
almost impossible for that to work for us,
Yeah.
But I don't know. Thinking about jobs, how we do all this shit, and it just doesn't do anything. So I know we've talked about podcast movement.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I'm going to sit in a single class. I think
What are you going to
I am
do?
going to... Oh, I am going to go fucking throw myself into people, man.
We really need to like network this year. That's
Like, I think that's the extent of what I'm gonna do because.
it's the scary part, though. I'm not good
But
at it.
frankly, we gotta fucking do it because
Gotta do it.
do you know how many times I get tired of saying like, well, I gotta go do my second job now,
Yeah.
which is this. Like, I
And we're
truly
not
feel
saying-
like I have 2 jobs.
Yeah, and we're not
I
saying
feel
by any means that
exhausted
we
all the time.
don't like doing this, because we love doing this. And if this was our full-time job, we'd be
That'd
happy as
entirely
shit.
different. Yeah, but to know that no matter how much you do this, there's still the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody wants 2 jobs.
No.
Nobody wants 2 jobs. People have 2 jobs, but
People
nobody
have 3
wants
and 4
2
jobs. Yeah.
You know, nobody would want to do that. They wish they could probably do one thing and make it work,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I've been getting real mad about how like here we are on almost 5 years of punctuality, man,
I know.
and we're just doing the same thing.
And loving every minute of it. I
And
can't
we've
stress
changed
enough
up
how much we
so
love
much
it.
shit though. Like, we've changed up so much stuff.
Yeah.
We've evolved and adapted a whole bunch. I think we've done so much shit.
We've done way more than many podcasters in this world do, even the famous ones.
Yeah. Like, we just need to find that one domino. That one thing that once it tips, everything starts falling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It would be nice. Like, every single podcasting resource is like, consistency is key. You got to have consistency and you got to find your audience. And like, consistency we've got, bud. Like, we are fucking every Monday for 4.5 years now.
That's a lot, dude. Like,
It's a lot.
every time I think about it, I kind of get floored.
Yeah.
Like when we did it for like the first year, it's like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I used to
But
be
now
like
it's
nervous that we would miss a Monday, but now I'm like, I just know it won't happen.
like it literally doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It would take,
An act of God.
something monumental
Yeah.
for that to happen. You know?
It's because this is our therapy. We like coming here and we like talking the shit,
Yeah.
you know?
It's just been a rough week of working and all that junk. It's been a lot.
It's hard to get fucking burned out at work, and like, we know that this hobby is always here for us and it's always fun, but then it stings because it will never be like the salary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my usual unwinding is like playing a game, and I haven't really done that, so I think I have a lot of just like pent up, like, I haven't done anything this week.
Yeah.
So it's been bugging me. Like, I like watching people play games, man, but it just makes me go, I wish I was playing that game. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, do you want to hear an email that we got from a very dear listener?
I would.
Okay. So maybe this ties in a little bit because it is about a corporate
Okay.
job. So this person has actually requested that we don't use their name. So this is just a listener, a mystery listener.
Do you know how many times we've asked for, not asked, but have said,
We've
we will
offered.
read anything you want
Yeah,
anonymously, should you so choose? I think this is like the first one.
it is. And I'm excited about
Interesting.
it. Anonymous
Cool, okay.
listener. Thank you so much for sending this in.
Share your secret deep thoughts.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
So,
ready.
A listener says, in an episode recently, you talked about social media, Twitter, and fandom, and I wanted to share some of my experiences.
Okay.
Social media has been a part of my life for a long time. I've had all the big ones. Usually I go through phases with each one, but my ride or die has always been Twitter. I think I got it in like 2008 or so, and I recently got locked out of the account I've had and actively posted on for over a decade with 53,000 plus tweets.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine being locked out of your diary, basically. Oh, they continue. I can't remember the email to recover the password, and I haven't heard back from Twitter support yet, so I think the account might be lost to me. This caused me to spiral a bit, so much that I wiped out all the other socials with the same name, or I changed my original handle to something new. And it was kind of freeing to just flip the table and start clean. Which I think about that pretty frequently too, actually. Like, I've had the same online handle since I was 11.
See, I used to change my email like every couple weeks or something because I would try to make it something that I was like into at the time. You know how I am, like with my wallpapers on my phone. Like
Yeah.
I finally changed my Spider-Man one. Like I had it for a month. Spider-Man was good. It's different now.
Yeah.
You know? And that's how my emails were. And I finally settled on the one I have. And I've never thought about another one
Yeah.
ever. Like that one is me.
Yeah.
Period. I'll never have something different.
That's the same thing with my online
Yeah.
name. Like I arrived at it and I'm like, that's the one. And that'll be it until I die.
There you go.
Okay, so this person keeps on going. My corporate job for a $10 billion company in their social media department has me really paranoid about my online footprint, so it wasn't really as devastating as I thought it would be to change my name. I've been running a separate, anonymous Twitter for about a year, just for really out-of-pocket tweets and shitpost memes.
Okay.
I think having something completely separate from me, dedicated to a niche subject that I'm really into, has been good for me. It's really driven me creatively, and it has ended up with double the following my 12-year-old main account had. That's a lot for just like.
I love that, but
yeah.
I can't keep up with my own. I could not imagine having another one to think about.
Yeah, no. I run this meme account more or less like a fandom or ship Tumblr. I wasn't that into the. Do you know what ship Tumblrs are?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know that you're not like on Tumblr, but it's for anybody out there who's not in the know. It's just like a Tumblr that's dedicated to a certain relationship in a fandom, whether it's canon or not. Like in Tumblr, you see a lot of Destiel blogs, which is the Dean and Castiel from Supernatural situation.
Like, I've never heard just ship Tumblr, but I know what shipping is.
Yeah.
So I just figured it was a Tumblr page dedicated to a particular one.
Yes.
Which I used to see many pony ones back in the day.
Oh my god, of course. Okay. I wasn't that into the fandom back when I was using Tumblr, but I loved those dedicated blogs that always had something funny or wild to say, so I try and channel those for my Twitter. I like that I can be myself and make people laugh all while not taking social media as seriously as I have to for work. Fandom Twitter is legit the Wild West, though. You can go from tweeting something completely benign about a character and receive hate and death threats just because you said your favorite character is better, to receiving so much validation and support from complete strangers who also love your faves. It's all just entertainment to me, even the hate. I think about posting my interactions with quote-unquote antis as what has really gotten my name out there. I've even planned to make donations in the fandom's name to the Trevor Project to celebrate my next milestone, because I've been told to kill myself at least a dozen times just for liking fictional characters.
Jesus.
Twitter gets so fucking serious, dude. It's not even called Twitter anymore. I don't know. I can't get on that train. Okay.
Yeah.
They continue. None of that stuff really bothers me, though. I will literally troll people so hard with homemade memes and reactions. Even silly reactions I make for specific interactions that I know will piss them off. Some people aren't built for that kind of attention, though. There was an artist on Twitter recently who got a lot of hate and death threats and deactivated. Some hater had a tweet go viral spreading false information about them having an amputee fetish and having elective surgery to remove his own leg, among other gross stuff. Who would do that? It turned out to be a lie or out of context or something, and that person also deactivated. And then they posted about it on some suicide help forum in Reddit and admitted to it being a lie and asked for pity because they're a minor. This is why I can't get into fandom meme
This gives
culture.
me big, like, did you ever see Unfriended?
No, but I would love to.
Do you really need to watch Unfriended?
Yeah, I should. That's one of those movies that takes place like solely on a screen, right?
Mm-hmm. It's like within a Skype call.
That's so cool.
So all you see is like one screen and then all the different windows popping up within it, and it stays just on the one screen the whole time. Like you're not going to different screens. You're only within this one person's.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But it's about like a whole online bullying that went awry situation thing.
Okay. Our listener finishes their email. This is getting long, but I'd love to talk about it more if you're interested in going deep in the fandom experience one day. Might take you up on that offer. Take on our scuba gear.
I will tell you this. I know that I'm not built for it.
No.
I can't. I'm amazed at people that will pick one content
Yeah.
and just thrive in that forever. Like, I appreciate that shit. I just can't be that person. So, like, I brought up in pre-ramble Italian Bronx guy that I watch every day.
Yeah.
I could never play that game 8 hours a day every day.
That's a lot.
There's no game, no show, no anything that I could do every day
Yeah.
nonstop.
To dedicate yourself to a fandom like that is a lot. And I don't have the
Yeah.
stamina for it.
Like, I love that people do it and they get stuff. So, like, there's a God of War guy. His name's Captain Cuba, right?
Okay.
Captain Kuba. And then Captain's got a K, too.
Mm.
And he would do God of War theory videos, and he would post them, like, every week. From when the game in 2018 came out till the one came out in 2022.
Good Lord. It's like
Like,
Stylosa with
4
Overwatch.
years of that.
Like,
Yeah.
people that just create content for years upon years. Like, I can enjoy a thing for that many years, but to create content about it for that many years, we can't even put one topic on this show, you guys. Like,
Yeah.
that's why we don't do that. We can't have just one interest.
I mean, I even love Uncharted so much, and I said that I can quote it forever, but I haven't touched it or done stuff with that fandom in like 4 years.
Yeah.
I had to step away. Like, I was really into it, but then it was someone else's turn, you know?
Takes a very
I
specific
can't-
kind of person.
I can't imagine. I don't know one thing that I could just like dive in on. And I've actually had thoughts about that. Because I'm like, I'm such a big Uncharted fan, but like, I kind of forgot who voiced this guy. I used to know that. But like, does that mean anything that I forgot who voiced this person? Because like, if you're a big fan, you would know.
Yeah.
You know?
We had a conversation about
And-
that recently, about how, like, what makes a fan, you know?
Yeah, and I think about that shit all the time because I'm like, I am a big fan.
Yeah.
But I also haven't interacted with this property in years.
Right.
But that doesn't mean I dislike it. It's just I gave it a lot of time. And
Yeah.
then I had to give somebody else a lot of time. And now it's this person's a lot of time, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I kind of have, I guess, waves of fandom.
Right.
But there's not one that's always there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe if this writer feels comfortable to maybe even talking on the show about it or something, that could be a big, big topic.
Yeah, I'd be interested in that.
Yeah.
Let us know, dear listener. And thank you so much for your email. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, it was a good email. I didn't know what to expect from it, but I mean that actually gave us a little bit of pause to think about.
Yeah.
Like, that was good. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you.
That took me right out of my workday worries.
Good.
Good job, email.
Good job.
Email. Well, I guess with that, do you want to go ice our shoulders?
Yeah, I do.
Ooh, my rotator cuff. If you love this episode, please tell a friend. Word of mouth is the best way we can get the good Yimtop into fresh new ears, because we release weekly every single Monday. When I say that, I mean that. I'm going to get like a count for you guys. One of these next shows, I'm going to give you the count of how many Mondays we have done.
Yeah.
I mean, you can count it yourself if you want. From what? 4/15/2019?
Yeah.
That's really 4/15? Yep.
Yep.
April 15th, 2019. Take that Monday and go every Monday since then till today. And there has been a show. Literally think about that. I can't even understand it, kind of.
Unfathomable.
Like, I thought about it one day and was like, have I really been editing shows all that time?
All that time.
Because it just kind of happens. Like, we just do it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We get it done. So if you like that tenacity, you love that punctuality, all that good stuff, tell somebody, because we are the Monday people. It's the Yimtop guarantee. Slap it on your phone. I don't know. Wherever
Slap
you
it
want to slap
somewhere.
it. Seal of approval. But if you want to just chit-chat with us, you'll like what we're doing, you can catch us at X, but I'm going to keep calling
Ooh.
it Twitter
Yeah.
because everything on the site calls it Twitter.
It's
When you
fucking
pull it up,
stupid.
it's still twitter.com.
I hate it.
And there's tweets, but the logo is just X.
I so badly want us to be off of Twitter because I'm tired of it. But like, that's the only social media where you can go to reach people.
I had a whole thought about it. That's for podcast movement.
Yeah.
But catch us at Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and let us know what mobile game you're still into. Are you playing a new one? You sticking with a same old fave? How are you guys' shoulders?
How's your
Are
shoulder?
you guys old and rickety? What's up? Let us know what you think about Rosetta Stone, because I've always heard of Babel is better than Rosetta Stone, but Rosetta Stone's the one we know. Like, and what's the coolest language you've learned with Rosetta Stone? I'd like to know what you guys are learning out there. What is you guys' favorite fandom? I want to know what everybody's favorite fandom is. What's your big go-to place to sit in, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think I have one at the moment.
I don't really go to fandoms. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm in that Berserk one, but
you're
I don't
not,
read it a lot.
Yeah.
I used to read it all the time, but now I'm like, eh. I was reading the Metroid ones when Metroid Dread was coming out.
Uh-huh.
But now there's no game, so I'm not reading anything, you know?
Right.
Yeah, I don't think I have a fandom to go sit in, but I should find one.
You should.
But let me know you guys' fandom and what your favorite ship tumbler is. Why not?
Why not?
But if you don't want to catch us on there, you want to get more direct access to us, you can go over to the Discord that's in our Patreon, the lowest tier of $2. Gets you right in the Discord, and you can chit-chat with us anytime directly. I mean, we're always on it. If you're going to get us quick and fast, it's the Discord. And again, just thank you to all of our patrons. Thank you to all of you listeners. Thank you to all of you Friday Roundup watchers, all of you Zeitgeisters, just anyone hearing our voices. We thank you so much, and we love you.
And thank you to Faraj, who provides our theme song. It's called The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Please check him out on YouTube. As always, thank you so much for listening and for writing in. And tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. What's in the cargo hold of the Demeter?
Bunch of steelbooks of Barbies.
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
For the record, all the men got way more wet than the ladies when he did that.
About the punch cocking, yes.
100%.
Obviously.
The guys are the ones that fainted in the movie theater. Just, oh, Henry Cavill. The girls were like, that looked dumb, but he looks pretty.